movement. Hello and welcome to 7 Inc. episode 4 this time. And the beginning of the second scenario of the Davy Asylum. Last time, in episode 3, the investigators arrived in Denver. There they talked to the police and later split. They split in, groups. Arthur went with the police apparently and said that he will meet up with the group later. The group went through Denver's, discovered that the public transport system is kinda messed up at the moment, or has been for a while, supposedly because of unfair payments, people getting, bad work shifts, and just unfairness in general with the working public. Yeah, the group got a hotel and then later went to a library. In both places, Patrick tried to look or asked around for his gone missing wife, and people actually said that they know her or have seen her, but not recently, but 5 years ago. Yeah. In the library, the investigators found out stuff about the town itself, about the Fey Father cult that they discovered in the train, as well as about the asylum. To the asylum they went. On the way they met Stuart, the short businessman, who's also headed for the asylum. A person almost got shot, but Patrick helped. Turns out it was a worker from the Just For You Transport organization. Or corporation. And yeah, now you're on the way to the asylum, or you have reached the asylum. The door opened and an pretty old man greets all of you. You see him and he introduces himself as Davy Hobbs and says it's pretty late for a visit, isn't it? And what do you guys do? Can you see him? Does he pop out for you too, or just for me?
I open it
Okay.
by myself.
This time, not.
Okay, so I can just do this. Alright. So, you are still the three of you, so Takoda, Michael, and Patrick. You do not yet know where Arthur may be.
What was the name of the guy who was with us?
Stuart.
Yeah. The guy of the restaurant. The short businessman.
I'll just write the name in chat. Why not? Stuart Hine. He introduced himself with his full name.
What's the plan? Just to keep a reminder from us. You wanted to go to look for your missing wife. You knew that he worked there for 5 years. She was pregnant.
5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago. She was pregnant without you knowing it. Had a child without you knowing it.
I knew she was pregnant. She was pregnant
Okay.
when she went missing. But she got the child while she was missing.
But you knew, but for you, she was missing like 2 weeks ago,
right.
Exactly. But everybody who knows her 5 years ago in that town know that she was pregnant too. So she kind of was double down. Kinda. That what
Correct.
we knew.
And what we found out in the last session is the child has the name we both wanted to give our baby.
And double information in the Asylum is currently Margareta.
No, Henrietta, maybe.
Henrietta, sorry.
Margaret was the friendly one.
The friendly one, exactly. Okay, Henrietta.
As Davy
Show me.
Hobbs sees you, he opens the door, actually steps aside and says, your friend has been waiting for you.
Oh, Arthur is currently here?
Yeah, he brought in this woman called, I don't know if you're familiar, Henrietta Dove.
Ah, okay. So you are familiar with the current situation a little bit, or?
I am more focused on the patient than anything else.
Okay, understandable.
Do you want to step in?
I will step in, definitely.
Thank you very much, but I have a short question. Do you know this lady? And I will show her the picture, show him the picture of us.
That's Minnie. I know her. What about her?
When was the last time you saw her?
About 5 years ago.
Classic.
Same shit.
Same shit all over again.
She went missing 2 weeks ago. She was pregnant.
Well, congratulations, I guess. I wouldn't know about her whereabouts. She could be anywhere, really. It's been a long time since I saw her. She went traveling, I think. Yeah.
Do you know where she wanted to go?
No, she actually made sure no one did know.
Really strange.
Who are you? If
My name is Patrick McAllister and Minnie is my wife.
Oh. She talked about a husband once. Yeah, that would make sense. Alright. But yeah, your friend has been waiting. Let's not keep him too long. I can still answer all of your questions later. There's no rush, right?
Thank you, sir.
The night is long.
Okay, he closes the door, and you guys, you all, walk through. Yeah. It looks very. This is just so you get this slight understanding of how the how the asylum is built. That's a very typical way that asylums and hospitals are constructed, and the same with this one. You don't need the map, it's just so you have an understanding. You're currently moving, basically, this is the entrance, obviously. It has multiple floors. It has 3 floors, or 3 floors, not like the German counting that confuses me, but the other one. And you just go to the right, in the ground floor, you don't have to go anywhere, change floors or anything. You just follow Davy Hobbs. And he leads you to a room full with a desk and documents, a lot of paper documentation stuff, where you can all see Arthur.
Hi, Arthur. Long time no see.
Hey, Bart, I see you were busy.
Time getting here. Bit of work had to be done.
Davy Hobbs would look at all of you and ask, is there anything you would need from me at this point, or should I just leave you to it?
Henrietta's with us or not?
No, Henriette, she's not in the room now.
Yeah, no, that's of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you
okay,
ask
okay.
You could ask where she is. Arthur, you would know where she is. You know, her room number.
Do we need him to visit her?
Henrietta is in room 7. You know that, Arthur.
Also, do you already told him everything? And I will, betone, what's the word?
I will put emphasis on.
and emphasis on everything.
On everything, you know what I mean? Vanishing the corpses and stuff. It didn't say that.
I only told the doctor what was necessary to take care of the patient.
Okay. Makes sense.
Excuse me, mister.
Yes.
I would like to ask a question.
To
Do you
the
have
doctor,
some
right?
time? Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the plan.
What question?
May it be possible to talk about that in a private section?
Of course, let your friends catch up while we talk in private a bit. And I will just steal Tim away from you guys. Okay. So you basically leave the room together, and yeah, you can turn on the camera if it's no bother.
The border. There it is.
You had a question, didn't you?
Yeah, I would follow him and guide him, show him with my hands that we could walk while we talk. And I would ask, so you have to know I'm from far away, and I traveled here because I heard something about this place. I heard there were people getting missing from this, terminal.
Yeah, it's a real tragedy. At this point, we've lost 6 patients.
6? Oh, this is a little bit more than I thought. How did they miss? Did they just got
Well,
taken away, or?
I would have to start from the beginning. Patients, the ones that went missing, had all shown similar patterns, the same patterns in behavior. They were... Yeah?
You need to know where I'm from. There are problems like this as well. Maybe we could help a bit each other. So you want to tell me how they vanished?
Well, as I said, I would have to explain everything for it to make sense. The patients start off with being convinced of their own words, making it impossible to say if they're lying or telling the truth. They don't sleep. They are always on alert, paranoid, and they lack hygiene. At the end stages, soon before they disappeared, they began experimenting. They were mixing liquids and materials from their foods in their bathrooms. They were drawing on walls and shouting, spitting and talking to objects. And then they just vanished, leaving nothing behind. Absolutely nothing.
So, but if you know what is happening before they vanish, why you don't put some security guards on them to have a look?
I don't think you understand, Mr.
Michael,
I don't think you quite understand what I meant with they just vanish. We didn't just put security guards and policemen. We were there. We restrained the patient. Yes, it's not good, but we were at a loss. We didn't know what to do. I was in the room. Multiple people were watching the patient as he just disappeared into thin air. They vanished into nothingness, leaving nothing behind. That's exactly what I mean, Michael.
so You know your stuff, right?
I have my limits, but I guess.
Maybe we need to talk to some of your staff members as well, just to be sure, because I think I have something in mind what is happening,
Are you
but I'm not
doubting
quite sure yet.
what I saw?
No, don't worry. I'm pretty sure you did tell the truth, because why would you lie to me, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't have a reason. You came here as helpers. You want to assist us in whatever is going on. So I'm grateful for that. Truly.
Yeah. So it will take some time, but I'm sure if we get along, we could find a solution for this problem together.
Well, if you want to talk to other staff members, at the moment there's Dr. Ayola in the building. Ayola, wait, Dr.
right.
Ayola, and Dr. Kenny. Those are the two that are currently in the building. They're not right here, but you'll find them. I could call them up.
One is probably on the left side of the building and one on the other. Am I right?
One is on the left, the other is upstairs.
Upstairs, yeah.
No, I mean, I'm on the third floor. Dr. Ayola is on the first, and Dr. Kenny is on the second. So, yeah.
I think that could be helpful. Thank you a lot, sir.
Thank you too. I hope it helped. Okay, so we can move on.
I would reach out my hand to both my hands to shake his and would turn around and
you shake his hand. You can tell how it's very bony, but still very heavy. It's an old big man. Yeah. Okay.
He's the one who is vanishing the people.
Of course, with his oldness. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Hello, we back.
Hello, it's English again.
Bonjour.
So yeah, Michael returns after having had a little talk with the doctor. Back to you guys. So, what do you now do? The doctor doesn't come back into the room. He actually goes upstairs. Michael, you know where.
Any new information, Michael?
Do you find something out?
Nothing very important. I just hear there are other people's vanishing in this hospital. So I just try to figure out how they vanished, but it's a bit strange. I think we have to go deeper for that. There are 2 other doctors in the building. I want to talk to them.
Yeah. I mean, Ethan wants to know that too. Is he still here? Yeah, probably.
Who?
Ethan?
Ethan? Arthur?
Arthur, sorry. No.
Arthur.
Wait, a short businessman.
No, Stuart. True.
Stuart! Ah, Jesus, today with my names.
Yeah, Stuart's just there, and he's mostly at the moment looking through papers, through documents.
Okay.
Mostly the new ones that just came in were written about Henrietta.
Do we have all the documents here by us?
It's very unorganized, but yeah, there's a few.
So I can just go through the documents about missing people and maybe some incidents, what happened, what may be looking curious.
The thing is, there isn't like a file called missing people or
Okay, that's
very organized stuff. You would have to, if you want to look for stuff, you would have to look for specifics.
okay.
Is this Arthur not Arthur Hobbs. Davy Hobbs.
He left.
Yeah, private office or
It looks like not like his private office, but more like the document storage.
can I find a file cabinet so with written employees or something like that so I can
Yeah.
check them?
Yeah, you
Oh.
can. By the way, you were given this. You were allowed to do this by Davy Hobbs because of Arthur. You know because of whom. You can look at this because the police officer that I wrote you. He basically made this possible that you guys can just snoop around however you like.
Okay, so I will try to find the person of fight from Mini.
So I have a warrant for this place.
Oh, good to know. Already face deep in the file cabinet.
You find the documents. You look through them. Roll for spot hidden. No, not spot hidden.
Is it library use?
Library use. Wait, I do have to pull up my character sheet for Call of Cthulhu because I do not remember ever all this.
3 success.
So with extreme determination, you get an extreme success, and you do find, a couple of pages, whole file too many. She is called Minnie McAllister. On the paper, you can see her name, see a black and white picture of her. You recognize it. And the age is... Patrick, help me. How old was Minnie when you last saw her?
25.
25?
Yeah, 1 year younger than I am.
And with the age put on it of 25. It's a whole file. At this point, just so you all understand, Patrick, you're the only one seeing this, unless you open it up with everyone so everyone can see it.
I will share the files, so
Mhm.
yeah, give them the information. I'll show her the latest pictures of us too, so they can compare it with a picture in the. What the fuck is wrong here?
So yeah, in the
Oh,
documents, it also says how she has been working at the hospital 5 years ago as a nurse for quite a while. A few weeks that turned into months after she gave labor to her son, Sean. Her son grew up in Denver's for a while, but then Minnie, for some reason, she wasn't fired. What's it called? She gave up on the job. But not just that, her son was taken in by the Davy Hobbs Asylum. By Davy Hobbs personally, who knew Minnie and who took care of the child afterwards. Minnie, after, a couple of months of working at the hospital, of living in Denver's, apparently, she left, leaving no trace behind in the documents.
So, to summarize, your picture of her and the picture of the documents are not the same because there are 5 years in between, but it can be because
The age looks the same, but
Yeah. but the 5 years in between. And also, her son is still in the asylum on the private.
Her son, Her son's care was given over to Davy Hobbs. That's what you
Davy
know.
Hobbs. Okay. Okay, good. Then we have at least some points we can search for and ask Davy Hobbs and maybe his son. He seems probably be 5 years old now.
You can see Patrick sits down and is something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, gee, I want to help you and talk something good for you.
You could feel a hand on your back while Michael is coming closer. Sorry to interrupt you.
What the fuck is going on here?
What the fuck
Where's
is going
my
on?
mini? Where's my son? I didn't know I have him.
Are you sure you have your wife have no sister who looks kind of the same?
No.
What
Never
about her
met
family?
a sister. She has a brother, and I knew her parents. Never saw any sister.
Can we contact maybe her brother to ask him a little bit later? Do you know his number?
I tried to contact him, but he will be on the front and
He's on the
Belfast.
front. Okay, that's impossible. Maybe. Oh no. Probably be impossible. Then he's. Well, yeah.
You still have the documents to your hands. You can do with them whatever you want. Not just minis, but possibly others.
I first thought I can copy them, but nope.
What? Stuart, do we have the name, or do you have the names from the missing people from the asylum?
The names of the missing people.
Yep.
Yeah, I do.
Out of character, the people are missing the last 2 weeks.
No,
2
the
months,
last
not 5 years.
3 months. In
3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
amongst the last 3 months, 6 people disappeared. About 3 months. More like 2.5, yeah.
Okay, Stuart, yes. Okay, then I would say when you have the names, we can search in the files about them. Maybe something it's the same for all of them. Or maybe some coincidences. Why they maybe got missing. Same illness, same problems, similarities, anything.
Okay, so the 6 missing people are Lola, Nick, Kevin. I will write them all in the chat. Shelly.
I'm opening my Excel
Uh,
page.
No, Harun, not Harun, and Omar. Those are the 6 missing people. They have last names, but it's a mental hospital in 1920. There's not gonna be many Lolas around.
Oh, that's enough. That's enough.
Is there also files for the patients? So I can check for Sean McAllister.
With that library use role, I will let you go through the files, and you actually do manage to find a Sean McAllister. You look at the file, it's named with the same name, with the picture of a cute little boy with red curly hair, and descriptions of first recorded and documented behaviors, and recent ones. If you want to look at the missing people, you can roll for that. Not you, Patrick, you're quite busy. The others can, and you can help each other. You don't have to roll by yourselves or all separately. You can instead help each other, give each other bonus die.
Which
Library
one would
use.
this be?
Library use.
I don't really.
I have 20.
Patrick has 20 and Extreme succeeded. Well, you can try, it's not gonna hurt.
Let's go. Damn it.
You can push the roll.
No.
You would have to explain how. You ruined the files.
I ripped them apart. Is this how you read?
Takoda,
Yes.
you find not. Yeah, it takes you a while unless you. I mean, no, Arthur would help you, so you do it together. Michael, what do you do in the meantime? Because this would take maybe like half an hour, maybe more.
I would like to research as well for reasons. You know,
Reasons?
I would like to research some files, some documents of people.
Of the lost, of the missing ones, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can roll for a library use as well if you like.
Oh, let's go. You want to see
Arthur, you
advanced-
get a bonus die because you are all there together.
I love it.
This die?
Yep. Michael, you also get a bonus die. I mean, you all get one if
Okay.
you want to use it. Oof. So 99, 90
No,
is not better than an 80.
80.
Yeah. Michael, you get a bonus die as well if you like.
That's a 4.
That's a
You succeed.
success then.
47 and
All right, so you guys go through the papers together, and that's the only way how you can actually manage to find similarities. Because out of all the 6 patients, strange behaviorisms were recorded or documented shortly before they went missing. They, Michael, you've heard this like 4 times at this point, but the patients have been acting days prior to disappearing. They were convinced of their own words, making it almost impossible to distinguish between truths and lies. Some have also shown signs of tirelessness. They barely sleep and are always on alert, paranoid, which makes them appear very unkempt. At the end stages, which aligns with all of the patients, before disappearing, they started to make experiments. They began mixing liquids and materials from their foods in their bathrooms. They began drawing on walls, shouting, spitting, and talking to objects. Then they just vanished. They disappear. Files end there. Not Arthur, Patrick, as your group figures all of those things out, you can read on your file of Sean how he recently has been not eating well, but instead he takes the food back to his room and plays together with his clothes with the food.
That was my next question. Is there any similarities to the other fights?
Very much so. He appears to be at the end stages, before of the end stages that the patients that went disappearing were in.
Hey guys, I think I need to talk to the doctor. So, what you guys are telling me about your files and what I'm reading here, maybe Sean is the next.
Yeah, it seems like it. We should probably definitely tell that to the doctor. And looking about Sean.
It knocks on your door of the room. You can just hear, "Excuse me, gentlemen? My name is Stefania. Dr. Ayola, I just want to ask if everything's alright, if I can help you in any way.
The last woman, I opened the door. She hold me a pistol. I'm not going to the door and open it.
I'm going to the door and open it.
Okay, you open the door and you can see Dr. Stephanie Ayola. Yeah. She just says, "Is there anything I can help you with? I heard you were going through the files, and I know the patients personally, so maybe I can help with something, speed things up a bit. Help
I
you."
would.
Oh, Sean McAllister.
Yeah, Sean's quite a nice boy. Been having he's been a bit troubled recently, but yeah.
I'm going forward to the others and whispering a little bit. Do we tell her everything? Because maybe it's also a convenience situation that we have the possibility to look about how they get vanished, because Sean will probably vanish, and now we have the possibility to watch him vanish, or what will happen to. So do we either go to the doctor and help her, how that Sean doesn't vanish, or we take the opportunity and try to do it ourselves? Because it seems they doesn't know the similarities. You know what I mean?
Do you say that in a way that she can overhear, or do you whisper?
I would try really to whisper, because
Okay.
I don't want to hear that here, because this would make me look suspicious.
Okay, she wouldn't listen in, like, she's keeping her distance. She's just like, if there's nothing I can do to help, I can leave as well. That's alright.
Where can you find you?
Ma'am, I could use some floor plans and a name of the missing people and the rooms they were staying in.
Well, alright. And the patients have been gone missing in mostly the rooms that start with a 3. The rooms are always numbered 1.0 something for first floor, for second floor, for third floor. So most patients have been gone missing on the third floor. 4 out of the total 6. And always in different rooms.
Obviously different
And
rooms.
which floor I can find Sean McAllister?
He's in room 107. No, 104. Henrietta is in 107. Sean is in 104.
Okay, I think nothing else do we need to know currently.
And the missing patients, she tells you the same names as Stuart did. Lola, Nick, Kevin, Shelley, Harin, and Omar.
Do you know any similarities, or why they got vanished, or?
Well, nothing that wouldn't be written in the files. They don't appear... Normally, these patients didn't appear out of the ordinary. They were extremely good liars when they wanted to be. But in the right circumstances, with the right people, or when it was useful for them, their true colors showed. Like a psychopath who lies to you very well and then changes. Other than that, not all of them were UHMTs, though. Only some. We have been categorizing more and more patients that seem to be in danger of disappearing as a UHMT, but that's not a similarity. It's just... it's difficult.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult.
Sean, you asked about Sean. He is a UHMT.
What is a UHMT?
A universal hazard minimization treatment. You guys can understand that means lost causes.
Okay.
People that are too dangerous for themselves and others that the only form of treatment is minimizing the danger they are to themselves and others. And Sean has apparently become that as of recently.
Yeah, understandable why. So, what do we do, guys? We can ask about the son for new possible wife. #sister. We have Sean to look around. The possibility that he vanishes high. Well, we have actually these two options.
I'm pretty unsure.
You'd also investigate the rooms of the missing people.
I mean, it seems they vanished in different rooms, so we can't really be sure that in the room is something.
In the files there are no pictures or drawing from what they
the drawings,
wrote on
true.
the door. Not on the boards, and
That's really good, yeah.
No, because they describe it in words, and what they describe is... it's difficult to explain. It's like... it's not a clear image or picture or something they try to depict. It's always, every single time, like they are trying to provoke something. Like with the experiments with the food where they hope something will happen, they start drawing on the walls and mirrors and windows and everything, like something is supposed to come out of their actions. They don't draw things, they draw to provoke things. That's how the workers, the psychologists, the doctors, the nurses described the behaviors. They're not drawing pictures, they're drawing intentions. They're drawing as if the drawing is supposed to create something. That's also what they say sometimes.
and use my son as a bait, but I think he's the best way to get informations.
That's the only thing we can do, I think.
The drawings get cleaned away, or are they still there?
Do you ask the worker?
Yep. So Stefania.
She just says, well, we try our best to clean them away, but it seems the more we clean away, the more creative, let's say, methods they find to draw new ones, ending up hurting themselves. That's why we gave up with Sean, because he's become... if we keep removing the paintings and drawings, he will just endanger himself even more, drawing with his bare hands. with his
Are
blood
you-
on everything.
Are you fine with me showing this paintings so I can investigate?
You want to see the paintings, the drawings?
Yeah, that would be very interesting.
Of course, just follow me, and she heads into the corridor.
And I would follow her, still with
Okay.
a book in the
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
Okay, do you all follow, or...
I'm interested.
I
Yeah.
will follow him because
Okay. So, you walk across the room numbers. You walk past room 7, where you can see Henrietta standing before a wall. There's a window, like 1 meter to her right, but she's standing not in front of the window, she's standing in front of the wall.
does she look like she's drawing or
No, she just looks at the wall,
okay.
Okay.
like across. It looks like she's looking across corners and following them, but she's not. She's looking across the wall, but with very strict lines, following patterns that aren't there.
I would snap with my fingers multiple times. Someone should call the doctor, I guess.
Dr. Ayola looks at you, and she's like,
Oh.
It's a mental hospital. If we draw too much attention to every time someone does something unusual, then we're not really gonna get anywhere, are we? But let's show you the boy. And you keep walking, and you can see that the door of room number 104 is a bit different from Henrietta's room. This door is heavier, stronger, and seems to have a better lock mechanism than the other door for these special case UHMTs. I will just wait. I will post the thingy. There.
Sure,
UHMT's
so
Universal Hazard Minimization Treatment. Yeah. And
Short question.
Yeah.
Stephanie or Ayola stand in front of an empty wall and
no.
wanted to.
Henrietta is doing that. Stefania
Oh,
is the
Henrietta.
doctor.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, good. That's why I'm crossing.
No, Henrietta in room
Yeah,
107
okay.
is just
She's
weird.
great anyway. Good.
Yeah, she is. That's why she's here. Stefania
Yeah.
is just like, she now shows you the room 107
Uh-huh.
with a glass in front of it, like glass at the top of the door with bars from both sides, protecting the glass and maybe whatever may come through it. Inside you can see a boy, a small child, sitting on the ground with his hand. He has something in his hand. You can't really tell what it is. And he is drawing on the wall with his back to you, to all of you. And he's not like drawing something like a child would. He, almost like what you just saw with Henrietta, he follows something that he thinks he is seeing, some sort of pattern, then moves this thing in his hand towards it. A screech fills the room, the corridor. As you can see, it's a piece of metal. It's probably something he broke off of the bed that he has. And he scratches again and again. It's a very uneasy noise. You can also now, even though there's a heavy door that probably blocks most of the noise, it's incredibly not nice. And the whole wall is filled with it. Michael, you wanted to look at it. Roll
Yes.
for...
I would also like to look at it.
You can roll for something, actually. You could roll for...
Occult?
You could roll for spot hidden. Or
Oh.
occult.
Ah!
Spot hidden. Wait a minute. Oh, push the roll.
How?
I'll get closer.
Okay. That's good enough. Okay.
One step further. Oh, there it is!
Oopsie doopsie.
I think
He
for
got it.
this morning Patrick is fully paralyzed, so he's useless.
As you look at the depictions, you can see what looks like a pattern. Whatever line he starts to draw, it stops after at least... No, it stops after 7 angles. It never bends more than 7 times, no matter what he does.
Okay.
No matter what the drawing, it never surpasses 7. You, Michael, also know about certain things from what he's drawing, because some of the things you have seen in your book. Not the yellow book, but your book. You know which one I mean.
The book.
The book. And from that one, you can recall whatever is here has connections to the book. With that extreme success, Arthur, I will also give you that in the room itself, it's a mess. The food is everywhere on the floor. Blankets are ripped apart, hung on the bars of the door, which you can only see because you got so close. They're stripped very thin, but then also very thick. It appears to you that this child tried to do in that room as many different things as in any way possible. Like he was trying, like he is trying to provoke some sort of thing happening. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's making experiments. Trying to cause something. He doesn't know what. As you can clearly see.
No, I see that he's trying something, but I don't know what. So I would like to watch him do what he's doing.
I would ask
Dr. Ayola?
Yeah, I would ask her to bring me pictures of the other patients, what they drew.
Let's say you brought the documents with you, and she just looks through the documents with all of you together. It's 6 files. It takes a while, but you do find. No, you just find the descriptions. There weren't pictures taken of it. Maybe of the most recent ones. There's pictures of Omar and Harin's disappearance, or their drawings, which follow the same pattern. No more than 7 angles, and completely chaotic. Trying to cover as much of whatever they were drawing on as possible. Not just the window and the walls, but also the floor. Some even reached the ceiling. They just tried to cover as many possibilities as possible.
Did the patients who started drawing these pictures, did they spend a lot of time with each other?
No, a lot of them were UHMTs, so they weren't allowed to spend time with others. And in such extreme circumstances we wouldn't allow them. Previously, prior to their changes in behavior, even then, no, not in any way more than with other patients. They mostly spend time with workers, with the nurses and doctors here.
Do you all treat every single patient, or do you have certain patients assigned to you?
I treat the first floor. Dr. Dr. Kenny treats the second, and Dr. Davy, Dr. Hobbs treats the third.
Dr.
Dr.
Hobbs?
Yeah.
So there are always 7 ankles.
Yes.
We know this.
I don't know if I put too much meta stuff in it. But we have 6 lost.
Yeah.
3 arms,
And-
4 legs.
No, that's not meta.
It's meta.
Oh, it's 21:45. About time. You can hear a very loud metal knock. It doesn't stop. It keeps going. It's super loud. It comes from room 107. You can see Dr. Ayola almost jump as she scares, really, and then she runs to the door. What do you guys do?
Follow her.
Okay, we're staying currently at Sean's room.
I mean, Arthur says you want to follow? Yeah. I mean, it's only a couple meters. It's like 5 meters or like 10.
I would like to still watch the child.
Okay. I follow Martha. It's my
I-
doctor's instinct to help people when something is up.
Okay.
Patrick is still
Stay with your
pretty
son.
much paralyzed, so
Okay,
he will
Good.
stay with Michael.
good.
Okay. So the two of you that follow, you can see Henrietta hitting, kicking, pounding the door, screaming at it, shouting in Latin. She shouts in English as well, and then mostly gibberish. It sounds like a mixture of different words and languages, phrases, jokes, congratulations, everything possible. She's trying to not talk to the door, but send as many vocal signs as possible at it. When you
It
guys
also can-
approach, she does the same
I-
with you. She starts to spit, shout, talk, ask questions, answer
I'd
not
like-
asked questions.
I'd like to subdue her.
How do you do that?
He's in it.
I'll grab her in a chokehold and.
She's behind the door.
Yeah, she's behind the
Oh,
door.
she's behind the door. Okay.
Would be really dangerous when she's out of the. Oh.
You can see Dr. Ayola getting close, but cautiously, and just trying to calm her. It's not working, though.
You have any opioids to calm her down?
You can
Is this the same shouting like the other patients did?
you can try to charm her.
Charm the crazy guy. Yeah,
I'm not very charming.
yeah that's what I'm saying.
It's not really working. She, unless you want to try something specific.
Well, it is a hospital. They should have opioids to calm down the patients on hand.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
Dr. Ayola says she just she was just brought in here. We're not allowed to give her something as strong as that immediately. She's been here for like 2 hours.
And she's absolutely batshit insane.
I can't do that. I can't be responsible for it if something goes wrong. I can't make shots like that. I can't call shots like that.
According to the law, her fanatic or her screaming can scare or excite other inmates of the asylum, and that could cause a massive riot. So either you want a riot on your hands, or you subdue her.
You can see her fumbling around in her pockets, and then she looks back at you, Michael and Patrick. You can see how Sean actually stands up and starts running to his right, to the wall, starts hitting it. The wall, in which direction is also Henrietta's room at some point. He starts hitting the door with his fists, with his feet, with his head. He's not stopping. He's going harder and harder. You can see Dr. Ayola saying, "I'm gonna check if the patients are okay," and she, makes it look like she dropped. Yeah.
Does she look professional? Does she look like she can handle that situation currently?
Yeah, but she looks like she dropped the opioids on accident for you, and then she goes to you guys with Sean.
Okay.
I'll give the opioids to Takoda. I'll hold her.
Arthur, okay. You do what you do. I know what you do.
Let's say you can also open the door, but that's to your own risk. You have the keys. Opening the doors to your own risk.
I can't help you when she's run off. I can't help you. I'm not a soldier. I'm a doctor. You need to restrain her.
Okay. Dr. Ayola is with you, Patrick and Michael. She can see what's going on.
Please help him. At least he's...
She looks inside and grabs her keys and opens the door. She runs in first. What do you do? First, you with the opioids.
As soon as the door opens, I would tackle Henrietta down and pin her down and hold her tight so she can't move.
You open the door, right? Because there's 2 doors at the moment.
Yeah, I opened the door.
Okay, because just for understanding, Dr. Ayola is with Sean, you guys, Takoda, and Arthur. You're alone with Henrietta. Okay, roll for what was it? Brawl?
Brawling is more of like boxing. Probably would have been a power.
No, power is your mental power. Strength could be.
So.
Yeah, you could just roll for strength.
Do I also have a benefit since I have a massive size difference between her?
Yeah, you do. She's also not paying attention to that right now.
That's a 10, which is an extreme. Yeah.
Okay, so you can hold her down, no problem. Takoda, up to you now. Let's say you have a syringe. Why not?
I have a syringe. I will use it. First aid or something, medicine?
It's a syringe. You're a doctor. You don't have to roll for something like that. You know how to do it. Okay, and you inject it into her, and you can see how she's still... Actually, guys, roll for sanity, because she's really not behaving human, actually.
Damn.
69.
Nice.
She's really not behaving human. She's spitting around, hitting everything.
That is also a fumble, by the way.
Oh. Okay, at that case. Oof. Okay. Arthur, I believe you know what that means.
Do I have to still roll and...
That's a bout of madness, yes.
Don't I get a bout of madness at 19?
No, at 5.
Is it?
Yeah, starting at 5, you get a bout of madness. The thing that you mean is something different. Where are my bouts of madness? There they are. Okay, Arthur, just roll a d10.
Okay.
Don't leave me, Arthur.
You have already injected the
Okay, thank God.
syringe. However, Arthur, as you hold her down, she keeps spitting, hitting you. You close your eyes and just push through it until Takoda is finally done. But what ends up happening to you and for you is, as you close your eyes, are in this extremely uncomfortable situation, full of pain, getting hit, scared that something more would happen. You are reminded of your times when you were fighting, when you were in war. The bout of madness that you get is violence. You see a red mist of rage that covers your eyes, and you are in complete self-defense mode, like you used to have back when your life was in danger 24/7.
Uh-oh.
All you want to do right now is this Henrietta that is now under you and keeps hitting you. The opioids are helping. She's getting slower and slower, but for you that just opens more and more opportunities to hit her back. Not weak, but with all you got. Arthur, I would like you to roll a brawl.
Of course, that's the one time I'm successful. I'm fucking brawl.
Takoda,
Come
after
on.
you inject the syringe and you look up, you kinda take a deep breath and relax for a bit. You can see Arthur letting go of Henrietta, but with one hand still holding on to her hand that she used to hit him over and over again. And Arthur, roll for damage.
Boy, oh boy. What was roll for damage again? It
Your
was
damage bonus should be...
1d6.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm a big guy.
You're a big guy.
Really big guy. I don't wanna...
I'm a big boy.
Yeah, that makes it not really better.
Dr. Ayola be like, I'm gonna trust you, I'm gonna give you the opioids to take care of her. You just beat her dead.
Well, actually, technically, it's the hospital's fault because they have like zero security to take care of their own patients.
You don't need security for the patients if they disappear.
That's actually true.
Arthur, roll a d6.
She already
No,
half
D6 is extra damage. No, D6 is extra damage.
What's your normal damage then?
I'm looking for the picture with the... unarmed attack is 1d3 plus a d6.
Okay, so try to kill her, I guess.
1d3 plus 1d6. 7 damage.
No.
Takoda, you can see how Arthur punches her in the face, really not holding back at all, and she's lying on the floor with her head having nothing to support her at all as he hits her into the ground. Arthur, your red that's covering all of your sight gets more as Henrietta's nose starts bleeding, and your fist is covered in her blood as well. I will give you an action or a suggestion that you could maybe control a little bit what you do, or more where you direct your anger at, because it is not gone yet. Oh yeah, and
Uh,
remove 5 sanity if you haven't yet.
Yeah. Sure.
So you lost your 69. Oh no.
No!
But that's
Punch.
mostly just because of the fumble.
My
Punch.
build is ruined!
You can restart new characters anyway.
What am I
So-
even
Yeah.
fighting for? Arthur takes his gun and shoots himself in the head.
I mean, you have to direct your anger into some direction. It's up to you where you... Put
Quick
it to-
question. Are more of the patients being rowdy?
You wouldn't know. You are too
Yeah.
focused with yourself being rowdy. Takoda, you can still react. You can see him at the moment holding his fist above Henrietta, who is knocked out.
Yeah.
Who
Do I
is
something-
barely breathing at this point. But Arthur is still on top of her. You probably would know that if you go in between right now, it's not gonna end well
I
for
know.
you.
The thing is, one option, I'm trying to push him away. But I know he is a big guy. He's a really big guy. I saw him how he fucking knocked her down on the ground. with one feet.
I have a size of 80.
You are really big, like this other really big boy.
I'm like
So-
almost.
I have still a syringe. Is there something still in there, or did I put all?
You have
of the
more than
opium?
one.
I will. I'm so sorry, Arthur. In the action, when he tries to realize and put his anger down, I'm trying to syringe him.
Yeah.
Arthur,
Yeah.
uh, or no, Takoda, roll for brawl with the bonus die. Arthur, make a counter or like fight back roll. So just a brawl roll. You can use bonus die. You can push. You can spend luck. It's up to you.
That's a 25.
That's a 25.
No, that's a 28.
No, it's a 25.
It's a 20. Oh,
Was
No,
it
it's a
25?
25.
Why is it?
Dakota has a 25.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
Dakota has a
25.
25. I thought Arthur
Yeah.
has a 25. Okay.
Oh, don't make me
Ah.
hesitate.
So you succeed. You can actually put a check mark on your brawl. That's pretty cool.
I was allowed to put a check mark on my brawl too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah, just
I know the libraries too.
It wasn't conscious use of it, but you still punched someone.
Do I get one on library? Because technically I failed the library skill check.
No, if you fail, then no.
Arthur,
Yes.
you should use your luck points.
No. No.
No, because he
Pascale,
he
which
needs a
side
hard
are you?
success. He's fighting back.
I
Oh.
use 27 luck points.
To knock out your whole party.
What's going on?
I
A
grabbed
rampage.
Dakota by the throat and threw him out the window.
Okay. Arthur, you get a syringe in your leg as Takoda uses the second, the second source, let's say. Second use, thank you. Second use
The
of
second dose.
Second use, second
second dose.
thing.
Yeah,
Dose,
the second
dose.
dose of the opioids, and you knock. You don't knock Arthur out immediately, but you can see
Like-
how his strong, heavy breathing, calms down, and he stumbles away from Henrietta, who is on the floor with the major wound.
Yeah.
I'm trying to first aid her.
Do that.
Well, that's
Fum-
happened.
fum-
Or you can
fum-
medicine.
Fumble, you accidentally stab her in the throat.
It doesn't matter. I suppose it's not like 19.
Oh,
You manage to stabilize her. She spits out the blood on the floor, that she was choking on since Arthur punched her that hard. Her nose is no more.
Okay, Nathaniel.
It's just in pieces. And yeah, you manage to stabilize her. What do you do now? The others, you can think about what you do, while the others are in the room of Sean. If you followed Dr. Ayola.
I'll probably collapse after like a short time because opioids at
Yeah,
that time were massively strong because they were always overdosed.
Like you're just sitting there and you're still conscious, but you can tell that not for much longer.
Fucking bastard didn't clean the needle beforehand. Shit, doctor.
What do the others do in the room of Sean?
I would like to document the movement and the direct lines he's drawing, and I would like to understand what he's doing. I'm watching him.
So, you said he punches the wall until he
Yeah.
starts bleeding, and
Dr.
I don't
Ayola
think,
tries to hold him back. She's struggling.
I will help her.
Okay. Together, you don't even have to roll for that. You manage to pull the child away. And you can see Sean now for the first time, actually face to face. Till now, he was with his back to you. You can see the hair of your wife mixed with the color of yours, the eyes that just scream Minnie all the time, and a very adorable face, but completely masked by fear and anger and disappointment. In your arms, it's not a struggle for you, it's not that difficult, but Sean keeps struggling, moving, trying to get away. What do you do?
Please help him, please get him to sleep or something like that. I can't see that.
Dr. Ayola looks at him and she says, if I give him a dose, that will be like his fourth one today. That could kill him. He gives it to you, Michael.
Hit the child. Kill the child.
I have the power of life and death in my hands, and I will use it for the right.
Dr. Ayola says,
Wait a minute.
Dr. Ayola says, if he is about to escape and hurt himself even more, he could push it even further. Then we better risk it and give him the shot instead of letting him kill himself. But I'm gonna go look for your friends and help them first.
I would look at goodbye. I would look at Patrick and I want to try to read his eyes, what he's thinking. I don't have to cry, it's alright. So, what do you think? Should we do it? It could calm him, but maybe it calms him forever.
Hans.
I'm a very direct person.
Wait.
I would.
He will cripple himself in his anger or whatever it is, or good.
I would nude at him and start injecting the thingy and yeah, crossing fingers. Hopefully he survived it. Injecting it into the forehead. No, not into the upper arm.
As you do, you can see Sean grabbing your hand with his fingers, then 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, not 7, he doesn't have 7 fingers, but again trying to just make something happen with all he's got until the hand gets slower and eventually stops moving. Okay.
The giant is dead.
I would check the pulse.
It's slow. It's very slow.
I would look at Patrick. He's alive. But he might be very weak now. You should let him rest.
I will place him on his bed if it's still intact.
Yeah. It's shaking a bit, but it's working enough. Child's not too heavy.
I think he's knocked out now for a while, dog.
Didn't the dog left the room?
She did. She just
Oh.
enters the room of...
Aren't you a doctor too?
Oh no, I'm...
he's a
Well,
professor.
actually, yes, but not what you think kind of doctor I am.
He's got a doctor's title.
Is he safe now
Doctor.
for a bit?
He has to fight his own demons. It's something no medicine I know could help him now. But I will hope the best for the young child.
Should let him rest. And Patrick kisses his forehead and leaves the room.
I would not follow you. I would stay in the room and watch the child slowly falling asleep.
Okay. Dr. Ayola enters the room 107. Takoda, you're the only one conscious in the room.
Yes.
What do
I'm
you
just happy that
do?
I'm alive.
She just enters and she tries to keep calm, and she actually manages, and she just asks, what happened? Are they all right?
Both are right, yeah. Henrietta is still there, and something strange happened, and Arthur didn't manage to hold himself, and probably
Wow. Okay. Throw me under the bus. Not like, oh, she assaulted him and Arthur had to defend himself. Oh no, he just lost control.
Well, I can really not say that Henrietta is like bleeding out of her nose and you have a bleeding fist still lying to the ground.
She is still bleeding out of her nose, though.
Yeah.
Really cool.
What's left
Hit
of
her
her nose?
head against his fist multiple times.
She just
You
took
won't
his
believe
fist
that
and
shit.
she just took the fist and
It's somehow strange.
I just calmed both down. This situation is under control.
okay.
What about Sean?
Your friends decided that he should take another dose of opioids. We just hope that his body will survive this one.
Well, I hope that too. Just happy that I'm fucking alive. Holy shit.
And Dr.
Do
Ayola
I-
would help
can I-
you take Arthur out
Yeah,
of the room.
Arthur out of the room and
Together
close the
you
door
can
again.
do it.
Yes.
It's not easy, but you
Yeah, he's
manage.
a big boy.
The doctor still, like, she leaves for a bit and then she comes back and, yeah, wipes away the blood of Henrietta and kind of fixes her nose a little bit at least. Let me just roll for her medicine. That's not a D100. Well, that's shit.
Nah.
But good enough. She's a doctor. Yeah, she just fixes her up. And yeah, then comes back to you. She closes the door, as you said, Takoda. And yeah, she enters the room of Sean again. With both of you still there?
You can see Patrick sitting on the floor in front of the room. He's praying.
Ellie, I have to write you something.
Mm-hmm. Michael, just the thing that I want you to know, consequences.
Okay, I will think about it. Not doing it without permission, but I will
Do it.
think about it.
Michael,
Do it,
you can, as you sit there, you can see Sean slowly opening his eyes. Very gently. You can barely see his pupils. They're super dilated.
Well, I would come closer and take a specific look into his eyes to see if there is any strange movement, if he is looking to the left and right passionately or for some other reason.
He's looking down to the man that's sitting and praying there, to Patrick. Or he's trying, at least. You can hear him trying to say something, but only bits come out. It's difficult to really hear. You can listen to it by yourself.
I would call, Patrick, come here, fast.
Patrick will nearly jump and come to Sean.
I also would come closer to listen to the words he is trying to say.
Okay. The others, you are at the moment either in front or inside room 104. What do you do? Takoda and Arthur.
I'm trying to wake up Arthur again.
Arthur, at this point, you're like awake but full on drunk. The dose is made for most of these patients, mostly for Sean actually. So they're meant for kids and fragile women. It works for you not that strongly. You're like, you feel like you're gonna be blackout drunk, like you are gonna have the worst hangover ever tomorrow, but you're awake. What do you do? What do you both do?
Trying to go to Sean's room, or better to call it to Michael and Patrick, and helping Arthur out. And explain him what happened.
Arthur, do you join? Arthur?
I blackout, wasted.
Okay.
I don't realize what's happening at all.
Okay. The others, you can hear Sean talking. Even though he doesn't have much power to talk, this actually, like, since you gave the doses to both Sean and Henrietta and Arthur, maybe 1 hour passed. So it's been a little bit, at least. And Sean is talking to you, Patrick. He looks at you, half asleep, and he just says, I knew it, you were gonna come. She said you would. She wasn't lying after all. They called me crazy. But I knew I wasn't crazy. Now you're here. You helped me. Thank you. Says it all directed to you, Patrick.
I'm here, buddy. I don't understand.
Mom knew that she was in danger. She had to leave. She didn't have a choice. It wasn't her choice. She would have stayed. She would have taken me with her. But she believed I was safe here. Or at least that if she sent for you, that you would come and help me. And you did.
Why she was in danger?
She didn't say. And I was too young to understand. She just...
She gave something to you? Some letter or some kind of information you gave me?
She didn't. I wish she would have. But nothing I can remember. Maybe she gave something to Dr. Hobbs.
Yeah.
Hey buddy, get some rest now. We can...
I would call for Miss Iowa and tell her that she definitely needs to call the chef doctor.
Michael, Takoda, you're still in there, right?
Yes, I'm sitting next to both of them.
You can, especially you, Michael, if you sit next to them, you can tell that the breathing of the child is getting weaker. Very weak.
Question. Takoda is also near the room, right?
Do I hear
Takoda's
that
in the
too?
room.
Okay.
Yeah, Takoda, you also notice that the chest of the child is moving much slower than it used to. The breathing is very weak.
Okay, then my doctor bells are ringing. I'm going to Patrick and Sean and putting my hands on his shoulder, on his pulse, on the arm. Now, how much did you give him? What told the Ayura? The doctor.
It was
Did you
like
give him
the
another dose? It is the second?
it's like his fourth
Is fourth?
this day.
This day? Are you crazy?
He was about to kill himself
Can I
about
tell
4
something
times.
to help him?
Well, you can see Dr. Ayola is already running back with her Dr. Hobbs. And yeah, they brought with them some sort of device. The doctors of you know it as the very cheap old version of a defibrillator. I don't know if that existed in 1920. I don't care. It's my world. Now it does exist. And yeah, some of you can try to help. Actually, Takoda, you would maybe know how this thing works. Michael, I don't think you would really know how a defibrillator works, would you? Up to you.
I do, but I'm sure Michael does not.
Yeah, I
So,
don't think Michael would.
I would stand up, pull the chair back, which I was sitting on, and make room for the real doctors.
Okay.
I would lay my hand on the shoulder of Patrick, nude to him, and would leave the room.
Okay.
Patrick will
Do you leave the
kiss
room?
his son and make place for the doctors.
Okay. Who's still in the room?
I'm still in the room with the doctors and
Okay.
trying to help Sean.
Arthur, you're in the room?
Oh god, I don't want to be in the room
I
anymore.
want to know who's in the room. I need to know.
If someone dragged me with them, then I am in the room. If
Okay, then
they
you
just
are.
left me there, then okay.
Right, Takoda? You dragged him in the room? I understood.
I dragged him in the room, but after I saw Sean breath, I immediately go to him. So
Yeah, but he's still in the room. Like Arthur's just like standing there,
Thank Michael
shaking.
and
when he
Patrick.
didn't leave the room, I'm not
Okay.
focusing on Arthur anymore.
Okay, Patrick.
I think I don't know that Arthur is high as a kite, so I think I will just walk past him.
Yeah, but you're out of the room or inside?
I'm out of the room.
Michael,
place
you're out as
for
well,
the
right?
doctors.
I would, when I see there is Arthur still inside, I would. I could tell he is still a bit weak, right?
I am absolutely pissed.
Yeah, so I would drag him out. I would help to bring him outside of the room.
Okay. Takoda, you're the only one staying, right?
Yes.
All right. Takoda, as the doctors are reanimating and you're helping as much as you can, make a double roll. Roll for medicine, and with bonus die.
Medicine with the bonus die.
Because you got basically the best equipment possible. That's a hard success. And then I would ask Patrick. So no bonus roll from you, but Patrick, roll for luck. You can see the defibrillator working. the child's body jumping in the bed basically from the impact, from the shocks, and he seems stabilized. He seems to be breathing again. You check the pulse as the others are checking the eyes, the breathing, and removing the device from the body. And the pulse has come back. And Sean seems to be alright. The others, you can hear or you can see Davy Hobbs walking out of the room, super happy. He carries the defibrillator case with him, and yeah, walks past you. He says, "The child is alright. We did it. We actually did it. What do you guys do?" And he walks further, looks to the rooms on his sides, smiles even more, and just, brings the briefcase to the room it's supposed to be in, and by himself walks back to the third floor where he's got work, basically. Yeah. What do you all do?
I'm super exhausted. After double incidents. I'm kind of with Arthur, with Henrietta, now with Sean. Just patting Patrick and say, everything will be alright, I hope for you. I did my best.
Thank you, Takoda. Yeah, you could see Patrick is pretty fucked up.
It's a crazy day. And for you more. Kinda lost a little bit. Do we still want to stay in the asylum?
I think we all need some
rest. Oh, I need rest.
I would like to stay for a bit. I have to ask one of the doctors a question about one of the patients. If you want to, you can go to the hotel there. We just cleaned ourselves. I will come to you. Don't worry. It won't last that long. And Patrick, I'm sure he will make it. Takoda did a very well job there.
Thank you.
I can tell you. I see in his face. And you should take a rest too. Don't you, Arthur?
I'm taking Arthur on my shoulder. I'm feeling responsible. Some responsibility.
Wait a minute. Are you strong enough to have Arthur on your shoulder?
No.
Patrick will help.
Politely, that maybe he can help me kinda helping him Arthur walk out of the asylum.
You can see Patrick will get up slowly, but he will take the other arm from Arthur and try to guide him out with you.
It's better to do some stuff and some work. Not thinking too much into that all.
Okay.
Where was Stuart the whole time?
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about him. He just went to the documents and kept reading stuff.
Okay.
He's on the second floor where you guys weren't at all. He's talking to Dr. Kenny.
Okay. Well, he would be not much of a help, probably.
Yeah, I know. So you wanna leave and Michael wants to stay, is that correct?
Yeah, I need some pause
Okay.
after such a day.
You guys all walk out of the room.
Don't think I would walk out. I think I'm getting dragged out.
Yeah. Dr. Ayola closes the door behind,
Professional
says that
policeman.
Sean should probably rest for a while, just as her, after her shift. And you walk towards the exit of the asylum. You walk past room number 7, where you see no one inside.
Hey, that was Henrietta.
Takoda, as you walk past, you're like, wait, room 107? Henrietta should be in there. You look inside, there's no Henrietta.
Does only he notice that, or
you all notice that he's standing there. Dr. Ayola gets there as well, and she's like, where's... She gets her keys and opens the door. The keys fall to the ground on accident. She opens the door, and looks around. You can all see that Henrietta's gone.
I don't know yet.
Okay, my adrenaline is like from coming up, going down, Sean's collapsing, going up, then going down, and now it's all the way up again, and I'm
Dr.
going to the
Ayola's
room.
like, where is she? She was here, right? And you guys stayed
know.
outside. You
She
saw no
cannot
one
left.
entered, right? No one left.
I closed the door. I'm pretty sure.
The window is also not openable, not in a way that someone could climb out. And even in front of the window, there are bars. There is no
was
possible
blood.
way for her to leave.
I mean, Henrietta had blood on her nose. And
There's
probably is
a
maybe
blood
some on floor.
puddle on the ground with no blood leading away from it.
No blood
Except
leaving.
for a few drops that probably come from Arthur's
Arthur.
fist. Other
Yeah.
than that, there's the blood puddle and the bed and the scribbles on the walls. Nothing else.
I would like to enter the room as soon as the room is enterable, and I would take a breath, trying to sniff if there is some strange smell inside the room, or if there is something written on a wall on the ground, or something painted somewhere. Do I have to roll for that, or
Roll
can
for
I
spot
just-
hidden.
Oh, Arthur! Arthur, wake up!
That's why I wanted that.
Or no, you
everybody
don't have to
just-
roll, because I like what's gonna happen. You can see, as you pay very close attention, the blood sprinkles from where Arthur was sitting next to the bed where he laid against when losing consciousness, is written in blood, "I am next." And then Dr. Ayola looks at all of you and she says, we're gonna have to call the police, get this all cleaned. The stuff with the opioids stays between us. Is that clear?
I don't want trouble.
Other than that, you can go rest for now and come back maybe another day when everything's a bit calmer. In case that you need something immediately, you can always call the house. She hands you a card, the card of Dr. Davy Haas with a phone number, and yeah, just saying Denver State Asylum, Denver State Hospital, Davy Haas Asylum, call me whenever. Takoda, she hands you the card, and you recognize the handwriting as the handwriting of your mother. And this is where I will end the session.
It's too much.
But still, do I smell something?
Nope.
She didn't fart before she faded away.
She in fact did not fart, no.
Okay, that's strange.
Takoda can't rest.
My heart's pumping. Okay. This is what happens when we don't play 7 Ink regularly. I just take all of the trauma and put it in 5 minutes.
Yes, it was too dramatic. I was so close to die. I think Arthur just beated me to death.
Arthur would have beaten you to death, yeah.
So close. So close.
You cannot stop me.
Okay.
No, definitely not.
Wouldn't be his first player kill.
Oh my god.
I
Would
would
be a
like to
strict-
pull Arthur's weapon and kill myself.
Why do I always end up as Nathaniel?
Alright, so...
It is my destiny.
Does someone want to start with the feedback round, if you guys do have time for it?
The question is not...
I will just start and say, what the fuck?
As
Yeah.
second, what the fuck?
It was again a very great session.
Thank you.
Yeah, you kept us busy the whole time.
Yeah, I should give you more time to breathe, but then again, no. Not clear.
Yeah, breathing not.
You have enough time to chill when you're in the library.
Patrick got a lot of information, but no information that makes sense for him and for me. Yeah, I'm very interested how's this going further, and yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last episode was a bit about Patrick, and now I think we get to know more about Takoda and his mother. I hope so. And yeah, I'm looking forward for the next session and give to Pascal.
Sure. Like I said, I'm totally confused. I was like, okay, this is maybe some investigating session where not really much is happening. But then we go into Henrietta and Sean. I was okay, maybe something will happen. Then the whole clapping and shouting happened, and I was okay. Good, but we are still 4. Nobody split around. Then Henrietta and Sean. Then we need to split around, and then I was with Arthur. Thought, okay, maybe Sean and the dangerous stuff is by Michael and Patrick. But hey, what can I do? I'm totally confused, interested. What will happen next? So I can say it was a great session again.
Thank you.
I want more. Just want to say more. I want more.
Right, you can
And
give the
gave it
lead.
to Tim.
That is I.
That is all.
And the Tim situation about some crazy behind us our backs stuff.
Consequences. When I say consequences in 7 Inc., that's whole different thing.
That's a consequence. And consequence, you mean? Well, where could I start? At first, it was a very nice session, especially after the long break we had. It's almost half another month, I guess. Yeah, whatever. I am happy to have played the session today. The start was very interesting because I found stuff out which I had to know for reasons, and now Michael is even more interested in finding out what is going on here. And I need to tell you, I think I am not a nice person because I had so much bad ideas what I could say right now at the moment when this child lays on this table.
Hey Tim, first time.
I was like, I could use it for my own special purpose. But
You
no,
would've-
I did not. Because I think Patrick would be very sad, and that's not good.
He's sad. He can't be sadder. I
If
think.
the child died, he would be
That's
sadder, I
true.
guess.
No,
That's
there's
true.
worse
If-
things than dying.
If someone
That's
just
true.
ripped out the soul of the child and break her bones, it could be even worse. But hey, that's not what happened, so...
That's pretty cute.
Thanks.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Sadly, I just noticed too late that Nathaniel told me to...
Tim, Dean.
Dean told me to... Arthur told me too late that I have to summon something, but hey, whatever. Thanks for the nice session. Thanks for the great roleplay to Basti and Pascale, also to Dean, and see you on the next time. Dean, it's your turn.
Yeah, since I missed last session and got the rundown just like before the session, since I'm quite tired, I forgot half of the rundown that I had. I should have made more notes, but it was still a good session. I have to get back into 7 Inc again, but so that's why I was a bit quiet this session. Other than that, good session. My sanity is completely ruined now. It was perfect. I had peak perfection, and then it just gets ruined. So yeah, I'm re-rolling. Arthur just suddenly dies.
Happened.
But yeah, looking forward to the next session, and I will give Basti.
We already
Everyone
told
was. I'm the
first.
last one.
Oh yeah, Basti.
But I have to. He also. What?
Wait, was I the last one?
Yeah, you.
You are pretty
indeed.
tired, dude.
But I have one thing to mention.
Yes.
The music I choose was somehow the best fitting I have ever heard for the session.
It was pretty good.
In my case.
It
My
was
fault.
amazing.
So, and now it's your turn.
I'd give you inspiration, but okay.
I take it. Thanks.
Yeah. Today was interesting. It's Call of Cthulhu and you go into a mental hospital.
Either true.
Like it's
What could happen more?
It's like going into a dungeon in Dungeons and Dragons. Like stuff's gonna happen. But still, a lot of stuff happened. This is one of the episodes where, if you were to rewatch it, you would spot new crazy things that like that goes for every episode of 7 Inc. But in this one there was a few extras that were very spicy. But it was you will uncover mysteries. You get more answers every session. Not as many answers as questions, but you'll get there. At some point, the dots will start connecting. Latest at session 7. That's a promise. And yeah, thank you all for playing. And yeah, Basti said it, that you don't know if it's too much meta knowledge, that there's 7 angles, and that there were 6 people missing so far. And yeah, Henrietta was in room 107. That's not meta if it's that on the nose. The only thing that's different from in-game and right now is in-game you don't know that this thing is called 7 Inc. But you still constantly see the number of 7.
Shit.
Look out for episode 7. But yes, it was very interesting. Thanks for the amazing roleplay. I hope I didn't overstep boundaries with children and stuff. But I did.
We asked for it.
Yeah, I did
we
ask.
asked for it.
Are there topics that I should exclude? You said hit us. This is the start.
That's a start, and I'm excited to see more, or not.
And thank you all for playing. And I would actually end the stream at this point, just below 2 hours, sadly. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
later, alligator.
Of course.
Limbo.